What's going on, guys? Check this out. I got a good one for you. You might can read between the lines before I get there. Restaurant officially banning customers with tattoos, heavy jewelry, and designer clothes. A restaurant hailing from Australia is officially banning customers with tattoos, heavy jewelry, and designer clothes from eating at their establishment. That ain't fair. That ain't fair because they can ban you. The dress code was established in an effort to stop customers from intimidating others. The restaurant's Pota Okera, which is spelled Poata Okera, tells the Daily Telegraph, "We value our customers and community stakeholders." Stakeholders. S-T-A-K-E, not S-T-E-A-K people. And have always implemented house rules that include a dress policy that discourages intimidating appearances. I think so many places ought to have dress codes. So many. I thought that when I was out in the streets young. I was like, well, not too young, because, I'd have been the same as the stupid people today,
Really?
But I was like, these people should dress a certain way to come into this place, which is club, just because the young generation wouldn't dress like that hardly. The troublemaker ones really wouldn't. See what I'm saying? Getting to the point. We getting there. Let me look at you. Let me show you this sign. Let me see if you can see that sign. Dress code and the house policy. Yeah. You can rewind it back, pause it if you want to. The restaurant turns into a nightclub on weekends, which is often frequented by celebrities as well as including tennis star Nick Kyrgios, Scott Eastwood, Rita Ora, and director Taika Waititi. Chef Michael McElroy works at a restaurant in the UK and was pretty furious when he found out about this new dress code, as he has neck and arm tattoos. Yo bad. I've never heard of this policy in Australia. I have head and arm tattoos, and not once when dining out has this come up until recently. Hearing they are now introducing these rules is a shame. He don't get it. I don't know who this guy is. I don't even know. I can't even Google. He ain't nobody really. He's somebody, but he's nobody to the world as of his relevance. I'm gonna tell you why he ain't heard of it. His co-workers apparently let him know that bans on tattoos were pretty common the industry a few years ago, and that it looks like some establishments are trying to bring the bans back. To hear we are going back to these rules is upsetting, he said. I love to eat out at restaurants, so sooner or later this will start to affect my dining experiences. Wear long sleeves, feller. Wear a turtleneck, feller. Hat. Woolhara, Australia. Hold them down. Hold up, people. Woolahara, Australia Councillor Richard Shields, who is not a fan of tattoos, is also not a fan of the new ban. The listed restrictions would preclude a big chunk of the eastern suburbs, he says. I am personally not a fan of tattoos, but I defend people's rights to express themselves that way. It looks like a lot of different restaurants are cracking down on dress code and outer appearance. Here we go, we get to my part. A restaurant was branded as racist for banning baggy clothing, beanie hats, and sunglasses after dark. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, people. If you now, black people ain't the only ones who wear this type of stuff. They did not. This here is the thwart of niggas. And if you're a wiggle caught in the meanwhile, it's gonna get you. So, in these days and times, people are mixed up the way they got stuff, so you can't hardly put it with a race too tough. But it leans toward, this stuff leans towards the black race. Everybody got tattoos. But they putting all this in to try to cut the black folk out that place. No designer label apparel. You got some people that's out there like Paris Hilton's and Nicki Minaj's and Jay-Z and PP, all them folksies. They wear that stuff, but a lot of black people love wearing designer in order to look good for their friends and other people. Don't do it for themselves, guys. No, you don't. You don't. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Saying you do. No, you don't. You do not walk down the street and pull a mirror out and be like, yeah, me. You looking good for somebody else. Yes, you are. No heavy jewelry. Who wear heavy jewelry? Pretty much black folk. Now, I can't say all white folk do it because they do it. You don't get me wrong. Like I said, this is not like saying that only, but the majority. When you look up, you see a heavy tattooed person with baggy clothes on, designer, and goddamn whatever that other was right there. Yeah. And when you see them type people, they do the peacocking. They may come in the club, they all flashy, colorful, looking like a box of Fruit Loops that poured all over them. They flashy and colorful. Why? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Why you that gotta be that colorful? What make clown? Yeah. You are a clown person. Well, what normal person? But these are different times. Back in my days, normal people didn't wear stuff like that. Now me myself, when Avia, A-V-I-A came out, I had a $60 pair of Avia. Now that was major price for some shoes back in them days. They were white with a green Avia sign. I'm talking about almost lime green almost. I wore them with everything. I was a kid, you know, I was like 6th grade or something. But nowadays, people wear orange and yellow, red, purple, all mixed together. Even though they represent the rainbow, but you know the rainbow, the one with the happy people. It represents that. And then they claim they ain't that. Your clothing says otherwise, feller. Then you got your pants sagging off your butt. A lot of people will say that that's inviting. Saying you advertising and I'm that way. Yeah, you are. You call homo thug.
Oh my God! Wow!
But I'm just gonna jump out this video for a second. You can do what you wanna do. You wanna be straight or gay. There's no line in between, y'all. There's no line. You don't straddle the fence. You either on one side or that side. Cause if you do the act, you done it. But be it, why hide? If you gotta hide means you're ashamed of what you're doing. If you're ashamed of what you're doing, means you probably shouldn't be doing it. So do not be ashamed of it. Come on out of there and be who you're gonna be. Be all you're gonna be. But I get it. They should be banned from that restaurant. Nobody don't want to see that. I want to go eat. Just be eating, enjoy my little atmosphere. Does it be like, you hear, you look at him coming in the door, he all fruitful looking, like, look at all them colors on that food. Man, he looks stupid. He making a lot of noise so everybody can see him.
Really, nigga?
Then he bent over. Now he gonna show his little shorts and drawers. Like, he's an idiot. Straight idiot. I don't get it. Can you get it? If you can get it, it means you young up here. Cause some of us too old to get it.
You gonna eat your cornbread?
Just like certain music. When you get a certain age, you can't get it anymore. I don't get it nowadays. It's like, I hear it and like, he say, that back in the old days when some folks used to tell me, how do y'all understand what they saying? Like, what is he speaking another language? But now I get it. I get it. Remember they made an app back in the days? I don't know if it worked or not because I was too old. They made an app called a Mosquito. When kids could be in class sending messages to each other on the phone, only the kids could hear that frequency that come through their phone. The adult ears couldn't pick it up. I don't know if the app worked or not, but it was called a Mosquito. Yeah, Google it. But y'all still gotta recognize everything you read on Google ain't true. Everything you hear ain't true. You didn't see it, how you know it's true? It's bring me to another subject. I'm gonna make another video out of it. Remember, the grass is always greener on my side.